Hey girlies, welcome to my first YouTube video. For those of you who don't know me, you guys know that I've been wanting to do this for quite some time. I'm super excited, also very nervous, if you guys can't tell. But for those of you who don't know me, I am known as Beauty by Jaxx. I do lives on Facebook. Of course, I put pictures on Instagram as well. But yeah, I have been wanting to do this for quite some time. I've doubted myself, not gonna lie. But I'm here, I'm ready, I'm excited, and I hope you guys can join me. By the way, excuse the background noise. I'm making some lunch for my kids, so I'm so sorry. I know. But yeah, for my first video, I did want to do like my everyday makeup, so that's what we're going to be doing for today. Don't forget to subscribe, please. Your support means so much to me. If you do like this video, please give it a thumbs up for me as well. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Okay girlies, so like I mentioned, I wanted to do my everyday makeup with you guys for my first video. So that's what we're going to be doing. So you guys can tell my eyebrows are done. If you guys are wondering what I used, I did use my Allegro Pro pomade. My lighting is horrible. And it's in the shade, there's one thing today. By the way, I always drop things, so I'm so sorry, but it's in the shade Soft Black. And then my concealer to help carve out my brows. I use the Allegro Pro Conceal as well. Allegro is an amazing brand, and this is in the shade Porcelain. So yeah, brows are done. We're gonna go in with the eyes, and for those of you who know me very well, you guys know that this palette right here is my baby. It's my everything. I love this palette. This palette is so destroyed, I know, but I use it mostly every day. It's my baby. I loved it ever since I got it. So yeah, that's what we're going to be using for the eyes. We're going to go ahead and prime our lids. I'm going to be using the NYX Proof It eyeshadow primer, and we're just going to go ahead and apply it. So just so you guys can get to know me for a little bit, again, my name is Jacqueline. I am 28 years old. I am a mom, a wife. I have been married to my husband for 8.5 years. I love him. Of course, we have our ups and downs, but he is my everything. My children are a blessing. I have a 7-year-old, a 6-year-old, and a 4-year-old, but their birthdays are actually coming up here pretty soon, so they're all going to be turning, 8, 7, and 5, which I can't believe time flies so fast, especially when you have kids, I feel. Maybe it's just me. So I'm just going to let this dry down just for a little bit, and we will get started with the eyeshadow. Alright girlies, so starting with the eyes, again using the Jacqueline Hill palette. Beautiful colors. If you guys don't have this palette, I honestly feel like this is a perfect palette for beginners because it has the browns, and if you ever want to play with color or just do a pop of color on your lid, these are super pretty. And for its price, I definitely feel like it's worth it. It's only $38. But yeah, so for the first shade we're going to go in with is going to be our transitional shade. For those of you who don't know and who are just starting with makeup, our transitional shade is the lightest color closest to our lid. That way we can start building up the colors on top of that. So we're going to go in with this one. If you guys can tell, it is one I always use when it comes to my transitional shade. And we're going in with Morphe M441. And I did not set my lids. I sometimes do. Honestly, after I started using eyeshadow primer, I haven't. I used to set my lids when I primed with concealer. That's totally your preference. And we're just going to be blending it in circular motions. I like to do circular motions when it comes to the outer area and then windshield wipes. You guys are wondering what I'm making my kids for lunch. I am making hamburgers. I'm sure you guys can hear the little like sizzling. That's what I'm making. So they're all in school right now. My little one just started preschool, so it's been nice, just being home, getting to be by myself, just relax. Okay, and that's how we want it. We're gonna go ahead and do the same thing for the other eye. By the way, I do like taking my time blending out my colors because I don't want any sharp edges. And after we're done applying our transitional shade, we're going to deepen up the crease area just a little bit. And this, by the way, this look is super fast, super simple, and that's why I love it. So the next color I'm going to go in with is going to be this one right here. And we're going to use a smaller brush. We're going to use our Morphe M433. Guys, if you guys are just beginning and you guys are wanting some brushes or like a brush set, honestly, I feel like you probably won't need one as long as you have these two together for your eyes and you're beginning. These two are perfect. This is like a larger, they're kind of similar, it's just this one again is larger than this one. This one is perfect again to apply your transitional shades going above the crease and blending, and this one's perfect for the crease area and also to pack on some color. Just wanted to let you guys know. So we're going to go in with that color that I showed you guys, and we're going to deepen up the crease area. We're just going to start by packing it. Okay, we're going to pack it on the outer V area, which is going to be this area right here. And I'm not blending, I'm just packing on the color. I'm telling you girls, if you guys don't have this palette yet, you guys need it. Again, especially for beginners, these colors are not only pigmented but super easy to blend, and that is perfect especially for those who are just starting with eyeshadow. I always recommend this. Alright, when it comes to blending this color, especially when I want it to be a little bit more half into the lid, I just do this. I just like drag it. And then when it comes to upward, I start doing circular motions and I turn my brush sideways. So instead of being like this, I turn it sideways like that. And I start blending it upwards. And you can even turn it this way just to really have that smoky eye effect if that's what you're wanting. I do that when it comes to my everyday eye looks. Because again, it's simple and it's not so much, but it's so pretty. And again, these colors blend out like a dream, so like that. And I do just want to blend out this area right here just a little bit. Okay, and let's go ahead and do the same thing for the other eye. Sorry guys, if I keep looking this way, I have my mirror here. I'm still trying to find like a good setup place for me. So I'm sorry if I keep looking this way. Okay, and once we have that blended very nicely on the crease, and I'm basically doing like windshield wipe motions. I'm gonna go over again with the M441 brush with no additional product and just to blend out these two colors together. You guys can honestly leave it like this. I like to do a little bit more. Okay, so talking a little bit more about myself, I am working. I work part-time and I'm currently working at Ulta. I love my job. I've been there for 8 months, I believe, since November. I started in the holidays and it is an amazing job, especially for me because I love makeup. By the way, makeup wasn't really one of the things I would ever think that I would get into. My husband actually, he saw that I liked eyeshadows, the way, you know, they did cut creases, all that stuff. And, you know, I would always tell him, I wish I could do that. And he's like, just do it. Just go on YouTube. I'm sure you can do it. And he would always push me and support me to do it. and one day I decided to, and I fell in love. I loved it ever since. Makeup has become a passion of mine, which is very crazy. Again, I never imagined that would happen at all. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and deepen it just a little bit more, and we're gonna go in, what I mean by deepening is gonna be the crease, and it's actually not the crease, it's gonna be the outer V area, where we are only gonna want to stay in this area right here. And we're gonna go in with this color, which is like a little bit darker than this one. I might even just go into this one. I think we're just gonna do this one. Yeah, I always switch off, but today I want to do this one. It's a little bit more of a chocolate dark brown. So going in with the same brush, we're gonna go ahead and deepen up the outer V area just a little bit. And we're going in with the same brush, and again, these colors are very pigmented, so we gotta be careful with how much we go in with. We don't want to go in with so much because then it's going to get harder for you to blend. And guys, blending is key when it comes to eyeshadow. We don't want any harsh edges. We want to make sure everything looks blended and very smooth, evened out. And I feel like with this look, it's perfect because it's not much blending. I just like to blend a lot, but honestly, you don't need this much blending. And this look can even be like a very good, simple fall look. What do you guys think? Alright, and that's how it's looking. I know it's looking like a little bit more of a smoky. Sorry, my light is like... But this is what we're wanting. And then when it comes to the inner part of the lid, you can either leave it how it is or you can apply some shimmer. It's totally up to you. I always like to switch it off, but for today I honestly feel like I'm gonna leave it matte. So I'm just gonna put this color actually to that area so I can at least have some color because I don't really have much on it. And so going in with this color, I'm just gonna use this kind of brush. This is a Soraya shade 810 brush, that's what it's called. And this is a good brush to apply shimmers, but I'm going to use it just to apply that. And again, I'm just going to apply it in this area right here, just like having, you can tell it brought some color to it. And you guys can even tell the lightest shades are pigmented. So I'm going to be careful because I feel like I did it too much. And because I do feel like I did a little bit too much, I can always, again, go in with this color. And I'm actually just going to go in with this one right here because I don't want it that dark. And I'm just going to dab on it once and just like blend these two colors together. Like so. I hope I'm not going too fast for you guys. Please let me know in the comments down below. I want to make sure I'm explaining this right to you guys, especially for those of you who are just starting with makeup. I definitely want to make this easy for you, so I hope I am. Alright, and that is it. We're gonna do some wing liner, pop on our lashes, and do some eyeliner on our waterline, and we'll go ahead and get started with the base. Alright girlies, so lashes are on, and I did also do my wing liner off camera. If you're wondering what I used for my liner, I did go with the NYX Matte Liquid Liner. This is amazing. And for lashes, I'm actually wearing, and I'm sure if you guys have heard of them, it's from Shops A, the brand AOA. I'm using the style Lydia. They are $2 and they are super pretty. They're very wispy, and I did have to cut them because they were a little bit too long for me, but they are super pretty. They can be good for like an everyday because they're not like too much, at least for me they're not, or even a dramatic look like a smoky eye. These would be very, very good. So these are on, and we're gonna go ahead and get started with the face first. We're gonna go in with our primer. I have been loving this stuff, and I'm so sad that it might be limited edition. I think it is, but this is a perfect dupe for the Milk primer, and this is $10, so it's a steal. And you know, if you guys can get your hands on it before it no longer sells, definitely try to. And we're just gonna apply the primer all over our face. And I do like to let my primer sit for 30 seconds, a minute, just so my my skin can absorb it. Sorry, can't talk. Yeah, so we're just gonna let this on for just 30 seconds, and then we're gonna go in with another primer, which is also my favorite, while I'm letting that sit in. The next primer I'm going to go in with is the No Problem Prime Essence Primer. This stuff is amazing. I do also have the other one, but I'm almost out, and it is my favorite. We shall use it today. We should use it. Let me go grab it real quick. Okay, so this one is it. You guys can tell this has been my all-time favorite primer, especially when it comes to filling in your pores. This stuff is amazing. I did get this in BoxyCharm. I don't know what month it was. I'm no longer subscribed to them. I do still believe that they are an amazing company. You know, $21. For those of you who haven't heard, you pay $21 every month, and you get 4 to 5 full-size products, over $100 worth of products in the box. That's a steal. I just wanted to try different stuff, so I'm no longer subscribed to them, but you guys should still check them out. They are amazing. They have very good things that they send out. So we're gonna go in with this. This has been sitting for a good 30 seconds to a minute. It does stay a little tacky, so that's gonna be up to you if you guys like that. I mean, if you guys already use the the Milk primer, and you don't wanna, you know, spend more money, try to get this one, because again, it's a very good dupe for it. So we're just gonna, if I can get any out, we're gonna use this much, and we're just gonna focus this in our pore areas. We're gonna go ahead and get started with our foundation. I use about 2.5 pumps with this. Depends, sometimes I can work with 2 pumps. And we're gonna start applying the foundation to our face. Alright, so let's go ahead and use our concealer. We're gonna be going in with our e.l.f. Camo Concealer. I'm in the shade Medium Peach, so that's what we're gonna be using. So now we're gonna go in with our loose powder just to set our concealer, and I use the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. So next we are gonna go in with our bronzer. This is my favorite bronzer. It's the Hoola Benefit. I love the color. It's like a little orangey. It's like a burnt orange. I love it. So that's what we're gonna use, and the brush we're using is the R7 from Morphe. Amazing brush. So now we're gonna go in with our blush from Note, and I actually also got this on BoxyCharm. It is the shade Desert Rose. This has been one of my favorites. It's super pigmented, so you want to go very light. And the brush I am using is E4, also from Morphe. Amazing brush to apply your blush. And next we're going to go in with our highlighter, which I will be using the Anastasia amrezy highlighter. I'm going to set our face with a Morphe Mist Continuous Mist. This stuff feels so amazing. You guys need to go try this if you haven't yet. The way it mists, it's so refreshing. Alright, so we're going to go in with our lipstick. I chose Live Glam, so that's what we're going to use, Baby G, on the lips today. Alright girlies, and just like that we are done. This is my final everyday makeup look. Very simple, very fast. Again, the lip color you can always change. It doesn't have to be a specific, you know, pinky color. You can always go in with a nude, something even more of a red. Honestly, anything will go with this kind of eyeshadow. Oh, baby. Almost. Almost. I'm saying bye. You want to say bye? bye. Bye. That's my youngest girls you met, Elijah. But yeah, thank you again, girlies, for watching. I don't even know where I was at. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. If you haven't given this video a thumbs up, please go ahead and do so if you did enjoy this video. I probably said that, so I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself. But yeah, thanks again, girlies, for your support. I love you guys, and I will see you on my next video. Bye.